Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you. Uh, with you for a minute. I'm not sure how long today. Y'all kept me late on Tuesday and yesterday. I don't know. I don't know that I can stay the whole time today. I'm tired. Tired. Uh, but what's going on? Let me get through the hellos. Get through the hellos. Robert Willis, what's up? What's up, Robert Willis? Anthony, good afternoon. Checking in from Clifton. We got Preston in the house. Good afternoon, Preston. Appreciate you joining us. Mike Ballard, representing Woodlawn. Rich lady herself, Myosha. She's checking in from the bunker and her back hurts. I wonder why does her back hurt? I think I know why. Tina, good afternoon, Tina. Got McConnell in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tina want to know what are the topics today. Tina, what do you want to talk about today? You tell me, what are the topics today, Tina? Tria, good afternoon, Tria. Appreciate you checking us out. Uh, Anthony wants to know, am I getting dressed? Just haters everywhere you look. Haters. Uh, Carolyn, good afternoon. Got Crystal in the house. Good afternoon, Crystal. Good afternoon. She's checking in from Bond Hill. Um, Tina says yeah, we doing this thing together. I'm just kind of the one here, like you go to somebody's house and they're hosting the party, but they don't determine everything that's said at the party, whether or not you have a good time. Just it's happening at their house. So really what happens at the party is everybody makes that decision. So together, we decide if we doing shots together. We're not doing shots. Or whatever. So yeah, we what are we talking about? Stop crying. What was I crying about? I don't even know. Dwayne, good afternoon. He's representing Mount Airy. Got Mary in the house. Good afternoon. You getting old. I've been old. I'm 53. I've been old. And the gray hair just, y'all see how the longer it get, the worse it look. I mean, gray wise. But I kind of like it. It's what come out of my head. I'm all right with it. Chats. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Brent checking in. He's representing Dallas, Texas. Appreciate you, Brent. Pamela, good afternoon. Watching Commissioner Reese get those other two put in check. She was on fire. I didn't get an opportunity. Keisha, hey, what's up? That's my brilliant cousin from Alabama. Appreciate you checking in with us. Regina in the house. Good afternoon, Regina, representing Madisonville. Carolyn want to know what the hell is going on. We doing a little show thing. I don't know what you mean. Can you be more clear about the question? Daryl. Good afternoon, Daryl. Says, damn, no notification. I don't control the notifications. I go live. And if whatever you own want to notify you, then they notify you. If not, then they don't. How you gonna be mad at me for something I ain't even got no control over? Deborah, good afternoon. Fame says, did you miss me? Fame, I thought either you was dead or in jail. I had given up. I know I'm not trying to be funny. Like, that's not funny at all. But I said either Fame went to jail or, Fame passed away. And I said a little prayer for you, like, In memory of my friend Fane, you know, Lord, take him into your bosom. And I'd have missed the homegoing ceremony and all of that kind of stuff. And I hope send mentally sending condolences to your family. You can't just not show up. People was putting calls out for you and everything. I thought you was gone. So I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad I was wrong. Let's see. Pat. Good afternoon, Pat. Good afternoon. So we show up every day. Where you concerned, we can't tell. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. We show up every day. Where you concerned, we can't tell. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Good afternoon, Emanuel, and everyone. Good afternoon, Logic Slayer. Good afternoon. SOT in the house. What's up? What's up? Tina says, you didn't leave the party late because of us. Yeah, I did. Brent said, I can't read the names. Is that some different language? It's this holiday thing they got on here. Hold on. I'll take it off. I'll go back to. All right. It was a holiday thing. They had a holiday thing. They trying to get in the holiday spirit. I was just rolling with them. Keisha say, what's up? We lost a. I don't exactly know how to. Coney Island is going out of business. I'm just glad I had the opportunity to take the grandbaby this summer, and she went to Coney Island and she had a ball, like she had like the best time of her life, and she wanted to go back, but I guess she won't be going back. They had the big pool. She enjoyed the pool and all of the water falling and all of that kind of stuff. I got good pictures and a few little videos, so she'll always have that to remember. Somebody bought it. We'll see what they do with it. But yeah, Coney Island is shutting down. They're shutting down. Let's see. Tina wants to know what part of Alabama. Well, around Montgomery, Alabama. See, if I get this wrong, Keisha, you correct me. Montgomery would be like the major city, of course. It's the state capital. But my people lived in, I guess technically I don't know if that's Booth or Posey Crossroads. Like Booth is just outside of Prattville is just outside of Montgomery. And then Booth is outside of Prattville. And then Posey Crossroads is just outside of Booth. It's Montgomery. Montgomery or Prattville. How about that? Montgomery or Prattville? Yo Underwood says good afternoon. Good afternoon. McConnell. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, McConnell. I already said good afternoon. Tina says Fame is back. Yeah, and yeah, I did. I thought he was either in jail or he had left us. Can I call you the mayor of Avondale from now on? I guess you got to remind me because that sounds foolish. But if you remind me, I'll do it. Why not? Carolyn says this is giving 12:30 live remote vibes. What does that mean? I'm not off the air. You know what I'm saying? And am I freezing up on your somebody every day? It's somebody talking about, is Emanuel frozen on y'all screen or is it just my screen? It's just your screen. I'm good over here. Um, yes, yeah. I thought Fame was gone. That he was in that gangster league. Um, good afternoon, Steban. Checking us out from Westwood. Good afternoon, Diane. Good afternoon, Diane. Let me see. Mary liked the holiday stuff. It was a little different. Tina thinks somebody bought Coney Island. Well, the story, see, I read the story real quick. Hold on, let me pull up the story. See if I can pull it up on this daggone Chromebook. I regret that I've ever bought this Chromebook. I got to go and get me a MacBook because this Chromebook is not, it's not where it's at. And I said, I'm only going to use it for this. And it's still already letting me down. Let's see if we can get the story up. I'm on WLWT.com. Let's get the story up. I don't get this thing out of here. Coney Island, iconic Cincinnati destination, closing at the end of the year. It's closing at the end of the year. They said at the end of their Nights of Lights holiday event, they'll close operations. Management announced Coney Island will be sold to music and event. I'm not signing up. No thanks. No thanks. Now I got to start all over. Try to get me. It will be sold to Music and Event Management Incorporated, a subsidiary of Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra. It's been operating since 1886 with its Sunlight Pool added in 1925. The park just recently announced new attractions, including a sports alley, fouling, and disc golf. I'm not even sure what that is. The owner said the decision was difficult, but they have confidence that MEMI and CSO will continue to bring excitement to one of Greater Cincinnati's most treasured locations. The target opening date for the new venue is spring of 2026. Spring of 2026. So they're going out of business, and I guess they'll be open. I don't know if they'll still have a pool. I don't know if they'll still have a pool. But, guess it is what it is. And that's it. That's the end of it. We'll see what happens in 2026. We'll see what happens. Was that a Christmas hint? Got to give me no, it wasn't. I'll buy it myself. I'll buy it myself. I just don't know. I just this Chromebook, it ain't where it's at. Ain't where it's at. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Karen. I saw Jerica in there as well. Of course, as everyone should have known by now or should have heard by now, the House has voted to open an impeachment inquiry. An impeachment inquiry. Look, I know everybody but Joe Biden didn't do nothing, and I don't have no problems with him opening the impeachment inquiry. None whatsoever. I know it's all kind of politically motivated. I don't think, without something saying that something wrong has happened, it kind of doesn't make sense. I get that argument and everything, and I kind of agree with it. It doesn't make sense. But I don't have a problem with it. Open the impeachment inquiry. I think people who weren't going to vote for Joe Biden aren't going to vote for Joe Biden. I don't think any halfway reasonable people who were kind of, objectively looking, I'll be honest, I don't think that there are true independent people who haven't already made up their mind if it ends up being Joe Biden and Donald Trump as the Democrat and Republican nominees for president. I don't think that there are, in today's climate, it's 2023, soon to be 2024. I don't believe that there are reasonable people out here who are looking at it and saying, ooh, I don't know which one I'm going to vote for. Ooh, should I vote for Joe or should I vote for Donald? I'm not sure. Let me see what happens politically to make up my mind. I don't think that there are people who are honestly feeling that way. I know there are people who say that. There are people who say it. I'm undecided. No, you're not undecided. You know what you're going to do. You're just waiting for stuff to come out to justify what you already know you're going to do so that then you can say that that's what you're going to do. You know, I'm not voting for Donald Trump. Period. I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I know that right now. If he's the nominee, I'm not voting for him. I already know that. My mind is made up. Nothing he could do, nothing he could say. Nothing that any Democrat could do or say. Nothing. I already know. Now, if Joe Biden did like some, real dirty stuff somewhere, somehow, I wouldn't necessarily vote for him either. But I know I'm not voting for Donald Trump. That I know. And I believe that there are people I'm not voting for Joe Biden. What if the economy gets even better? I don't care. I'm not voting for Joe Biden. What if they figure out the whole border situation? I'm not voting for Joe Biden. What if they did? You know what I'm saying? Just people know what they're going to do. Myosha says 99% of people already know. I think more than 99%. I think of the people who are going to go out and vote, if it ends up being Joe Biden and Donald Trump, 100% of the electorate already knows what they're going to do. So I say that because having an impeachment inquiry in place during the campaign, I don't think that's going to change anybody's mind. I understand that, at least I believe, the Republicans believe that, if we have this specter of impeachment over his head, then maybe something will happen and it'll change some people's minds and we can portray him as somebody doing something wrong. And some people will say, because he might get impeached, I'm not going to vote for him. But again, I don't think any reasonable person, you got some, I don't want to be insulting. You got some lunatics running around who, they're just flaky people and they, whatever. They're not reasonable people. They're not reasonable people. But reasonable people already know what they're going to do if it's those two running. So, and again, I'm not here telling you vote for Joe Biden. I'm not here telling you vote for Donald Trump. I'm not here telling you not to vote for Donald Trump. I said I'm not voting for Donald Trump. Again, that don't necessarily mean I'm voting for Joe Biden. Hell, for all I know, you know what I'm saying? They might come out with some stuff and then I'll be like, hey, Cornel West don't look that bad right now. I'm not voting for Donald Trump, but I'm not voting for Joe Biden. Let me give my vote to Cornel West and see what happens. But it would have to be like some real concrete, serious stuff. It wouldn't be because Joe Biden's son had a shell company. That wouldn't be it. A lot of companies that people look at and say that's a legitimate company have shell companies. Shell companies are an actual thing. Shell company does not equal illegal activity. What is a shell company? A shell company is a business that's created to hold funds and manage another entity's financial transactions. Are shell companies legal in the United States? Yes. In most cases, they are perfectly legal entities that a person or business establishes for limited liability or other purposes. They're not illegal. So when people, oh, he had a shell company, that's not unusual. Huge corporations have shell companies. Huge corporations. It's not unusual. It's not illegal. Not necessarily. I mean, if you're using it for illegal purposes, then it's illegal. But if you're not, then it's not. So just the words shell company, people have taken that and made it into something evil. And of course, that's what they wanted to do. Like there was when you hear people talk about there's an agenda, there was an actual agenda. Like for real, they have think tanks. And they sit around in these think tanks and they come up with stuff. They come up with stuff and they like, okay, we're going to take this term and attach it to this person and give it a negative connotation. And then that's going to be what it is. We're going to, take, what was the thing that they were saying? Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was about black people and the whole black movement. And the term is completely like, I mean, even they tried to take, and I think to a certain extent they were successful, make Black Lives Matter bad. And so if they could attach the BLM people, they burned down cities, and BLM did this and BLM did that. And they tried to attach the BLM and Antifa people did this and the BLM and Antifa people did that. And for a segment of the population, BLM, of course, being Black Lives Matter, is now bad. It means bad. You don't have to say that these people are bad people. You don't have to, all you have to say is he supports BLM. And there's a certain segment of the population right now that, oh, he's a bad guy. He's a racist. He's a this, he's a that. They actually come up with that stuff. And that's what they did with Hunter Biden and Shell Corporations. That Shell Corporation, it's evil. Shell Corporation, it's bad. Shell Corporation, he's got a Shell Corporation. Oh, that means he's guilty. Oh, he's got a shell corporation. That means he's breaking the law. He's got a shell corporation. Oh, that means he's dirty and underhanded. They took it and they meant it to mean just what they're trying to convince you that it means. But that's not true. Not necessarily true. Let me see. Let me go to the phone. We got CK on the line. CK.
Hey, Mr. Livingston, how you doing, man?
CK, I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I like how you do it, man. When you answer the phone, but just keep on going, because you don't never forget. You feel me? Because you be like, if you take the call now, you're going to lose your train of thought of the point you was trying to get called.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Mr. Wyatt, boy, he'll leave you on that hold for 46 minutes. He be there for God be texting him on. He be like, I'm on hold, Wyatt. I'm on hold. But yeah, so you saying with this president, see, you can't surround yourself with these demons and then don't think they stuff ain't gonna rub off on you. You can't associate yourself with these people. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna reflect on your platform or your brand. That's what I'm looking for, your brand. So you don't want to. You got to be careful who you surround yourself with, as far as endorsements and stuff like that. Right?
Yes.
Because they don't let the people tear up what you got going. 'Cause, I mean, how would you handle it? Would you run for president yourself if the right corporation came and endorsed you?
I have no desire to be president.
But don't you think that's most presidents?
No. No. You have to. You have to go out of your way to become the president. Like, people ain't just walking up to you, drafting you to be president. You have to go out and, even before that stuff become public, it's a lot of work that you have to do behind the scenes to secure, donations, and it's so much work involved. Nobody just walks up and says, "Hey, I want to be the president," and they like, "All right, you elected." No, you got to put in work. So if you don't,
they come to you. They watch your platform and they say, "Look, I see what you're doing. You got a lot of following. Let's try to get you in the White House."
If you don't want to be in the White House, you say, "Nah."
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm saying they're gonna hit you with the temptation.
In modern day, there has not been, and I would even argue throughout the history of this country, but definitely modern day, there has not been a person who became president who didn't want to be president.
Ronald Reagan?
Yes, he wanted to be president. Yes. Well, you think they made him do it?
I think Joe Biden kind of fits that criteria.
Fits what criteria?
What you're saying, he didn't want it.
Joe Biden been running for president since before Barack Obama ran for president.
That's my point. I think he ran so much that he said, "Man, geez, now y'all want to give it to me." Now it's like, it's kind of, lost the thrill in it because he got it so old. It's like you've been chasing a girl all your life and you get she finally give you some when you're 86. You feel me? It's like, I've been trying to get with Beyonce my whole life. Now, damn, now you want to get me? I'm about to croak.
But you could say no. That's just it. You could say no. You 86 and 86-year-old Beyonce come up like, "You want to walk up on it?" And you be like, "No, Beyonce, I don't want to walk up on it," or whatever the lyrics is in her song. No.
Right.
You can always say no. Once you stop wanting it, say no. They don't say no because they still want it.
And you turning down all that president, all that stuff that come with it, accolades.
And all the other stuff that come with it.
I don't know, man. I think we I think we in the jam where we gotta take a opportunity like that, man. Come on now. Because then you gonna be, listen, I done outdid everybody.
See, and I honestly, CK, I think there are a lot of people who want stuff like that. Like, oh, I want more power. I want to be able to say that I was once the president. I want to be head and shoulders above everybody else. Ooh, only 46 people have ever done this before, so I want to be counted in that number. I'm not one of those people. And I would argue that there are a lot of people who would absolutely not. That's why when Michelle Obama says, "I have no desire to be president," I'm like, I believe her. She's seen it. She's seen the way everything moved. She's been there. She watched her husband age 30 years in that 8-year period. She's like, "No, I don't want any of that. I don't want the pressure. I don't want to have to deal with all the threats. I don't want to have to deal with all of the backstabbing. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. I'm cool."
Secret Service.
Well, she already got the Secret Service. They gonna have the Secret Service.
But I think their daughters are the future president. One of those daughters, I think when they hit like late 30s, I think you're gonna see a run because of their, their education.
But you're basing that on what?
On their lineage, on their bloodline.
A whole lot of people don't want to do what their parents did.
George Bush Jr.
Okay, that's one guy.
and Michelle Obama daughters is 2 daughters. One of them gonna run for president. That's what I'm just saying.
Okay.
They grooming them. You know, you see how they doing. They keeping their nose clean. You never heard of no drugs, no alcohol, no prostitution. These girls are clean.
Well, I
Straight
think you
A students.
hold on. I think you have heard of alcohol. I think they've been seen being normal people who drink and smoke from time to time. So you have heard of all of that, but I still don't think that I'm not saying that they won't ever decide to run for president. I'm just saying you're saying it though based on nothing.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm just going on the lineage. Not nothing. I'm going based on the lineage. You
Yes,
know, being the
kinda
first
nothing.
black. We only had one black president, remember? You forgot? Obama was the first African American president we ever had. So that direct bloodline goes to his kids.
Okay.
Yep. Did you get to investigate the Charleston White situation?
No, I didn't. Not yet.
Oh yeah. You gonna be blown away with that one. You're gonna be blown away. I just want you to check that out, you know, because he said some stuff you would think they would not let you say on the internet.
Well, you can say anything on the
Everybody.
internet. You can say anything on the internet.
And how many times you be getting suspended on Facebook?
Well, but I mean, you can still say stuff. The internet really is not regulated except for by the companies that are, house stuff on the internet or host stuff on the internet.
But you would think if you make a statement like "F all Jewish people," they would never let you back on the platform, right?
It all depends on the platform.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, because he's been demonetized, but that's the thing. He just go against everybody, man. You gonna be blown away when you hear this guy.
No, I'll check it out.
Man. And I know you are. Just knowing the type of personality he is. Are you a fan of the show Monk?
I think I watched half of an episode once, so no,
okay.
not really.
Oh, because they just made a reboot the movie. I thought about you. I said I'm gonna recommend this to Mr. Livingston. This looks like one of his movies.
If you
Yep,
what?
yep.
Wait a minute. You were a fan of the show Monk?
Yeah, Monk is good, but Monk is like COVID. He was like a COVID-19 before it happened, kind of like Michael Jackson, very scared of germs and all that. Detective.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good show like that. But everybody done turned into the Monk now with the
Interesting.
sanitation and everything.
I would have never pegged you as a fan of Monk.
Yeah. It's a pretty good show. You know, we watch the same shows. Livingston,
Well,
Seinfeld.
That's only one. I don't know if we watch the same stuff. Did you watch 30 Coins?
What's the name of it?
30 Coins.
Nah, what's that? I'll watch it though.
Did you watch Psych?
No, damn, you be watching. Some
We
good
don't
stuff.
watch the same stuff. I mean, we might have one or two
Just
shows
give me
here.
one more, man. We get off the phone. One more. I think I'm gonna get this one right.
But you can't get them wrong. I don't know. I try to think of the shows that I watch. Did you watch The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix?
Okay, you got me. Damn, we don't watch the same stuff. Okay, all right. But I'm gonna watch that first one. You said 30 dimes.
30 Coins. It's not a good show.
30 coin.
It's not a good
it's
show.
not?
No, I don't recommend you watch it.
But Lincoln Lawyer, you say watch that.
It's decent. Lincoln Lawyer is decent.
Okay, and I want you to watch Black Mirror, Netflix.
I think I've seen an episode or two of Black Mirror.
Was you entertained?
Tell me what was it about?
Black Mirror is sort of like the new version of Twilight Zone. It's like a new.
Tell
new
me.
Twilight Zone.
Begin to tell me about one of the episodes.
Okay, one of the episodes, a young mother, she lost her daughter at the park, and thinking she got kidnapped or whatever. She found her, and she was so scared she took her to a technology institute, and they put these things in her eyes where you see everything that your kid sees. So
Yeah, no, I didn't
anything
see that.
and you can put parental advisory, but it shows you how much damage that could do by you looking through the eyes of your child. See, just imagine you seeing everything they do.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that. Now, Jerica just put up the gay dudes video game having sex. That's the
Yep.
episode that I was kind of watching, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. So I think that might be the only episode that I watched, and I was like, ugh. So I didn't
That's
watch
the,
anymore. Yeah, that
hey, shout out to
completely.
Jericho, because that's the only episode all the black people watched that turned them off from. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
was like,
don't
nope,
start. You see,
nope, this ain't for me.
yeah. And that was the famous actor too. I forgot his name. It was the famous actor.
I didn't watch
But
the whole
yeah, man.
episode.
It was too gay for you. I know why.
Yeah, yeah.
So did you see the manipulation of how they just trying to justify, I can see it's manipulation of the young minds. Like, okay, this how we gonna turn them gay.
No, I didn't see any of that because when I recognized and realized exactly what was going on, because if I recall, they kind of built up to it. I was like, nope,
Yep.
this ain't for me, and that was it. I didn't see
Anthony
the
Mackie.
conclusion of the episode or nothing. It was no, it wasn't for me.
I feel you, man. Hey, man, thanks for taking my call, man. I'm gonna check out them shows. I'm gonna look at the comments. Y'all recommend some more.
All right, CK,
Have
I
a great
appreciate your
weekend,
call,
brother.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was CK. Yeah, I couldn't get with that. And then because I watched a piece of it, I didn't see the whole episode. But I don't know anybody ever done like VR stuff. Like my brother has the Oculus. He has an Oculus Quest. And we were over there at Christmas and I was doing it. And it was really my first time ever doing like real kind of VR stuff and actually played the game. And it don't take long to really what's the term, to kind of submerge yourself into it and to feel like that stuff is real. Like, yeah, I was walking the plank and I'm sitting there like, a nigga don't want to fall. Like, I don't want to fall down there. And you really can lose yourself in the idea of whatever the VR is. And so when I'm thinking back on that daggone TV show, I'm like, hell no. Hell no. So, yeah, that stuff is interesting. It's interesting the way your brain can kind of immerse. Thank you, Chelsea, with your smart ass. Talking about submerse. Either submerge or immerse. Pick one. Why can't it be both? Why can't a black man coin a word? You know what I'm saying? A black man can't coin a word. Smart ass. But yeah, it is a way that the way that stuff can, because I'm telling you, I didn't have it on for long. And I'm sitting there doing stuff. I'm trying to throw presents into the, because I was Santa on Santa's sleigh or whatever. And I was trying to throw presents into the chimneys. And I'm trying to do it. And it wasn't working. And I'm like, I'm doing it right. But I don't want to lean too far out of the sleigh because I know I'll fall. And it was just that quick. My brain said, hey, this is real. This is real. But, inside I knew it wasn't real. But you ever watch them videos, people like diving into the TV screen and all of that kind of stuff? I could easily see people doing that. And so, yeah, that episode of that thing, I was like, yeah, no, that's wild. Can't mess with that. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. No, you don't have to. Mary, have you ever put on some VR glasses and played some of those games? Have you ever done it? You don't have to be drunk. You don't have to be none of that. You just have to put it on and go with it. And, just for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I'm sliding my foot out, trying to feel for the thing. That stuff is, Your brain is an amazing thing, and it can buy into stuff. It can really buy into stuff. uh, like I said, it make you feel drunk. Oh, it just, I don't know. Princess Cloud, I fell off my bed with that thing. It's interesting. It is interesting. But I was talking about the impeachment inquiry. I say roll with it. I honestly believe, look, if Joe Biden, this is one of them things where if Joe Biden didn't do anything wrong, he should welcome this. He should welcome this. And I think, because you got to make these interviews and stuff public. You know what I'm saying? It's an inquiry now. So now some of this stuff has to be made public. They got nothing. It seems like they got nothing. Remember them witnesses that they brought out? Remember them witnesses that they brought out? All the Democrats had to ask them were really simple questions like, okay, you've seen all of these 40,000 documents. Have you seen anything that points to wrongdoing by Joe Biden? And they try to hem and haw a little bit. I just asked a simple question. Have you seen anything that points to wrongdoing by Joe Biden? And then they was all like, well, no, I haven't. Okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't need nothing else. If you bring 500 witnesses, and the Democrats just keep asking them over and over again, all right, you've seen all the documents. You've seen all the testimony. Have you seen anything that shows or proves that Joe Biden did anything wrong, inappropriate, worthy of being impeached, anything? And their answer is, well, no, I haven't. All right, thank you. So you had 500 witnesses you paraded through here. None of them saw any wrongdoing. Why are we here? And I think it makes Republicans look bad if Joe Biden has done nothing wrong. Brent says the Republicans remove the transparency requirement from the impeachment inquiry. But people can do just like what Hunter did. Now, he might have to pay for it here and there. You know what I'm saying? He might get in a little bit of trouble. They do just like the Republicans did earlier. And just like Hunter Biden did. Say, look, if you want me to testify, make it public. If you want me to testify, make it public. Mary says, falling down and being confused. He's too old. Remove Joe. What's the other options? Again, when you look at who's going to be running, what's the other options? And I'm going to add viable options. Viable options. What are your other viable options? And again, I'm doing some assuming. Assuming Trump and Biden are the Republican and the Democratic nominees. I know I just said his name earlier. I can't think of his name right now. Cornel West, run as independent. I'm sure you got some other independents kind of out there. It's going to sound bad just because, but Cornel West is not going to win. He's not going to win. So you got old Joe and old Trump. Old Joe and old Trump. Okay. Look, I'm going to give it to you. Joe is old, falling off of bikes and falling upstairs on a semi-regular basis, all right? He might lose his train of thought here and there. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Trump can't even remember who the current president is. He still think Barack Obama is the president. He get confused. He don't know where he at. They both suffering the same stuff. They both old men. There's some slight cognitive decline. Okay, maybe more than slight, but there's some cognitive decline in both of them. So do you want this old, forgetful, clumsy man, or do you want that old, forgetful, clumsy man? I mean, whichever way you look at it. But I get it, you know. Mary says, vote for anyone but old Joe. I don't know about the anyone part, because I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump. And again, if you're looking at your choices being Donald Trump and Joe Biden, if I were forced to vote for one, it would be Joe Biden. Now, as it stands, I'm not forced to vote for either one of them. I'm not forced to vote for either one of them. So there is a slight chance that I would not vote for Joe Biden. But I'm going to be honest, he would have to really do some bad stuff. He would have to really do some bad stuff. Like, try to overthrow the government. You know what I'm saying? For his own personal purposes, because he lost. Try to overthrow the government. Stuff like that. Like, openly and blatantly try to overthrow like, y'all don't, it sounds crazy to say it, but this man openly, blatantly tried to overthrow the government. Like, come on. How is that okay with people? And he get in office, and he understands now he only got one term. So he tries to remake the government so that he can stay in power. We would never let him do that. Half of the country seems to be okay with him doing it if it's him. So to say that would never be allowed, no. There's a lot of people out here who yeah, we get it. He tried to overthrow the government, but he should still be the president of the country. He should be in charge. All of these people telling you that could never happen, would get up there and see to it that it happened. Yeah, in my opinion, we were lucky that old nutty punk scared Mike Pence had enough of something inside of him to not go along with it. Ron.
Man, you know what?
I know a lot of whats. Which what are you talking about?
That absurdity lie is just getting so tired.
Okay, what are we talking about?
So tired.
What are you? Hold on, Ron.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
can we do this just for my sanity? Can we have a conversation?
What am I?
Well, I can feel already that you are riled up and everything.
No, I
And
mean, I don't even get riled up because of that no
What?
more. Because
Start-
the
since
lie,
when?
the lie is just so absurd.
Okay.
You know, and
Which lie?
it,
What lie?
He tried to overthrow the government.
What do you
No,
think he was trying to do?
Hey, listen. If you don't want to deal with the whole facts, then you won't deal with it all.
All right,
And
so-
you won't deal with the whole facts.
So what do you think he was trying to do?
No. He said some stupid things and played into I don't even want to say the left hands, the hands of the people who really run the country.
Okay, hold on, Ron.
Who really run the country.
Ron.
Okay.
Ron, I'm slow.
All right.
I'm slow. So
Okay.
so help me understand. You said he said some stupid stuff. What stupid stuff do you believe that he said?
We gonna go down to the Capitol and we gonna rah. He didn't say, oh, we gonna storm the Capitol and we gonna get Pence and all of that. No. And then now, if you've seen everything, and you're totally honest, you know, the people who quote unquote stormed the Capitol, you know, they were the Capitol Police were letting them roam all through the Capitol.
Hold on, wait a minute. Ron.
Okay.
Did they bust windows and stuff to get in?
Yes, they bust windows. They did all of that. We seen that they did all of that. First of all, they wasn't gonna do nothing. They was really gonna overthrow the government. They wasn't gonna overthrow the government. There's a bunch of fools out here there that got charged up and just a bunch of idiots.
What do you think their goal was, Ron?
Okay, man, whatever their goal was, they couldn't accomplish it.
But what do you think?
If it was a goal to overthrow the government,
But
they couldn't have accomplished.
But what do you? No, I'm
have-
asking you, Ron. I'm asking you.
You asking me? Let me tell you.
Wait a minute, because you seem to have misunderstood the question. What do you think their actual goal was by breaking into the Capitol, busting out windows, climbing through, and all that kind of stuff? What do you not do you think they could accomplish it? What do you think the goal was?
Some of their goals were some people was trying to overthrow the government. Some people was trying to just hanging along for the party. You know, they storm the Capitol just like riots do, and just like riots break out. They doing everything just because the rioters do it.
So you do understand that their goal was to overthrow the government.
Okay. Okay. The goal was overthrow the government.
Okay.
Now, first of all,
Uh-huh.
they couldn't overthrow the government. No, the government was not overthrown.
It wasn't.
The government was not overthrown.
It wasn't.
Did nobody even cancel the election? The election got confirmed and all that other stuff.
It did.
Now, we 3 years into a Biden presidency.
Okay.
3 years into a Biden presidency.
Right.
We still talking about Trump now.
Yes.
Trump is legitimate. It's because Trump is vying for the White House in 2020.
So it's reasonable that we would still be talking about
now,
the front runner.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable.
Okay.
Now, we have to deal with the Joe Biden situation. Now,
wait, hold on. Wait. before we
Okay.
deal with the Joe Biden situation,
All right.
because initially you called in to say, because I was talking about Trump trying to overthrow the government, and you were basically saying, hold on, can I get it out?
I was calling in.
Can I?
I was
Wait,
calling in.
can I get it out?
Okay. Okay.
You called in to tell me how wrong it is to even make the assertion that there was an attempt to overthrow the government. But
No, that's not what I called in.
oh, that's what it sounded like when you said that's crazy for you to say that they was trying to overthrow the government. That when somebody says something like that, it feels like that the point that they're trying to make is that it's crazy to assert that they were trying to overthrow the government.
It was just the point that I was trying to make. But my initial call, my reason for calling in was to talk about what you said about Joe Biden.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
and it's a trip how, you know, everybody is ignited. Now, I know that y'all shame that y'all voted for this fool.
I'm not.
You know, well,
I'm not.
well, yeah, hey, you should be. You should be.
Oh,
But
I should be. But.
you know, we won't get to you know, shaming nobody. But the situation is what the situation is. Biden,
Well, that's true.
In 3 years, in 3 years. Now they don't even count the lies that Joe Biden and Joe Biden administration, you know, has done, you know, committed over the last 3 years, like they did with Trump, because it would be a whole slew of them.
Oh.
You know, and they totally ignore.
Can you tell me 5 of them?
Hey, okay. Biden and Biden administration. Okay, he said that when he was running in the election, he said that his son has never did business over in China, and he didn't ever did business over there, with the exception of being on the board with Verizon.
Okay.
Okay. He said that he.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, Ron. But just so I understand, you're telling me lies that Joe Biden told since he's been in office?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
because you said when he was running. Tell me the 5 lies that he told since he's been in office.
But he still said it in office.
He was. This is one. Wait, this is right now. You're telling me one, not that he said while he was running, but you're telling me one that he said while he was in office. I'm not saying you're wrong.
While he was in office.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's one.
Let me get through here.
Go ahead.
He said that he didn't have any idea of any business dealings that his son did in China.
Okay.
They said that they proved that this was a lie.
Okay, that's one, right? That's one.
No, that's 2.
That's the same thing. He said that his son didn't have no business in China and that he didn't know about it. How is that 2 lies? That's one.
No.
Yeah. That's one.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. I'm not even I'm not even disputing it. I'm giving you one. That's one.
Okay. Which one are you giving me? To be specific.
Those were both the same lie. So
no, they were not, because one, he said that he didn't do any business in China, which alluded that he knows he didn't do any business.
Right. So that's the same lie.
Wait. And then he had to switch his story up and say that he didn't No, he did business in China. He didn't
Okay.
have
All
any
right. All right. So you up to two.
He did
All right. That's two.
business
All right. That's
in
two.
China.
What's number three?
He said that he would produce student loans for our government. He knew he couldn't do it.
Wait a minute. He
but
said he would do
it
what?
Anyway. He would forgive student loan forgiveness.
But
He
there
knew
was
he couldn't do it.
there was some student loan forgiveness. I know.
But
I'm telling you, I know a
but you
few
know what
people who got their student
you know what
loans
I'm talking
forgiven.
about, and you know what I'm talking about, and you know what I talking
No,
about.
I don't. I know. Hold on, Ron. Honestly, I know a few people who got their me personally, I know a few people who got their student loans forgiven.
Okay, but that they didn't get the $10,000 that they promised everybody.
Okay.
No.
All right, so that's three. So that's three.
That's three. Now I said Biden and the Biden administration. That's what I said.
Oh.
Now,
All right, go ahead. Expand it. Expand it.
Wait. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't go through all of Biden, and I didn't go through all of Biden administration.
I only asked for five. You got three, so you're doing good.
But come on. Now, Karine Jean-Pierre, now the biggest liar in the Biden administration. Now, she took a question from Peter Ducey, and the question was, and it was when that tennis player was trying to get over here for Corona. The question was, the immigrants are coming over, and why won't this tennis player be allowed to come over without getting the vaccine? He said they were just walking over. The Karine Jean-Pierre, with a straight face, looked and said that don't be ridiculous, Peter. Don't be ridiculous, Peter. Immigrants aren't just walking over the border. That is just I don't even know what to call that. But you know what to call it. It's just a flat out lie. But
all right. So you got four. One more. Just give me one more.
So what are they flying? Now, the Biden administration again said, the Mayorkas said, and they still continuing to say that the Biden border is under control. They said the border is fundamentally under control. Is the border under control?
How are you? Hold on. How are you defining under control?
Nigga, you just don't that. But that's it.
Why I gotta be all of that? All I'm asking you is how are you defining under control?
It's not under control.
No, hold on, Ron. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm asking you for a definition of the border being under control. What is the definition? According to you, use your own definition.
It was sort of under control.
Ron.
One Trump administration.
Ron.
Trump administration.
Ron.
The border.
Ron.
I'm explaining it to you.
No, I'm just asking you. No, I'm not asking. I'm just asking for a definition of what under control looks like to you.
Not having tens of thousands of people coming through in 2 days.
Okay. All right. So you gave me five. Hold on. You gave me five.
I can give you some more.
Ron, I don't know that we have time. Ron, you gave me five. Let me recap. Let me recap the five. Number one is Joe Biden said that Hunter Biden didn't do business in China. So that's lie number one. Number two was Joe Biden said that he didn't know if Hunter Biden did business in China. That's lie number two. Lie number three was Joe Biden didn't forgive everybody's student loan debt. That was number 3. Number 4 was, I always forget her name. Say her name again. Jean-Pierre. Yeah, her. She said that something about a tennis player.
No. She said that she addressed the question, and she said, "Don't be ridiculous, Peter. Immigrants aren't just walking over the border."
Okay, so she said immigrants aren't walking over the border. So that was number 4.
I still have more.
So hold on, that was number 4.
I still have more.
And then number 5 was she said the border is under control. Now, just looking at those.
Mayorkas said.
Okay, someone said the border is under control. Now, just looking at those 5 things, in terms of if you're looking at those things and you're saying when Joe Biden was running for office, he said some stuff he was going to do and it didn't get accomplished. Therefore, he's a liar and I'm not voting for him.
I'm not finished. I wasn't finished.
But I'm just, let me deal with, hold on. Let me deal with those 5 first.
No, because that's because people always promise stuff that they don't.
Right. Exactly.
So that wasn't a concern of mine. But you
brought it up.
You pressed me on giving out 5, so I had to just give the 5 that I readily right now can process it.
But you kind of acknowledged that those 5 was, kind of nonsensical to use as like legitimate.
Wait a minute. Wait. But Joe Biden, Samuel said now Joe Biden had secrets in his Delaware home where Hunter Biden entertained guests. Now, we don't know what Hunter Biden told and showed to those guests. So we don't know that. So we can be compromised. We are compromised.
Wait, Ron, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
You said we don't know, right?
Yeah.
And so since you don't know, that means you can't say that something nefarious actually happened because you don't know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just checking.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I was just checking.
But you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. Because
no, sometimes where there's smoke, there's just smoke.
No.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, and I said that all during Trump's last 2 years in office, glass houses. Because all the motherfuckers do the same thing.
What are we talking about now?
But what's the trip is when Biden is looking at stuff right in the face, everybody is ignoring it like it ain't. It don't.
But what stuff? That's what I keep asking you. You keep saying stuff. What stuff? The only stuff that you have come up with is he made some campaign promises that he didn't follow through on, and that there's a possibility, but we don't know if his son did something illegal.
You said the lies. You didn't give me a chance to get to the stuff. So let me get to the stuff.
Please get to the stuff.
Let me get to the stuff.
Get to the stuff.
Now, Trump, was under what is it, impeachment for a call that he made to Zelensky, and they were doing it under quid pro quo. Now, we know that the prosecuting attorneys that was prosecuting Burisma, they said, Biden said that we wouldn't give them the money, and Lord knows where the money went that we gave them Ukraine, but we wouldn't give Ukraine any money unless they fired the prosecutor who was looking at bereavement.
Now, hold on. Now, you might be onto something. So let me ask you one quick question before you go further. All right, one quick question before you go further. Was Joe Biden the president when this happened?
He was vice president overlooking Ukraine.
Hold on. So, was Joe Biden president when this happened?
He was vice president looking over Ukraine.
Would that be a no? Was Joe Biden president when this happened?
No, he was not.
Okay.
Now he's president.
All right.
Now he's president.
Right.
Now he's president.
Now.
And Zelensky,
Yes.
calling in that whole card
Uh-huh.
all the time. All the time.
Give me one example. Give me one example where Zelensky called in his whole card.
That first billions they got.
Well, hold on. What did Zelensky say? What? Ron. What did Zelensky say? To your knowledge, hold on. I have to ask a direct question. To your knowledge, did Zelensky say, "Look, Mr. Biden, remember when you were vice president and we fired that dude that was investigating Burisma? Well, because we did that favor, now we demand something in return. We want $100 billion in return."
You know what?
Do you wait? Hold on. Do you know? Wait. Can I get the question out? You can't answer the question that hasn't been asked. Let me get the question out. Let me get it out.
Okay, go.
Do you have any proof that was said?
I don't know it, but it looked kind of shaky.
But hold on. Do you have any proof that was said?
I don't know it.
So that would be a no.
But it looked kind of shaky.
So that would be no.
I said,
okay.
No.
All right. I just wanted to clarify that. Go ahead. You was on the roll. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, can you prove what Trump said?
Yes, yes. Trump, they released, they released a transcript, and Trump said, read the transcript. Go ahead. My bad.
You don't know the question.
My bad. I thought it was clear. Go ahead.
Can you prove what Trump and Putin talked about when they didn't have anybody in the room?
He wasn't impeached for that.
No. Because you had some real spicy stuff.
But he was not. Hold on. He was not impeached for that.
You had real spicy stuff to say about that.
I didn't say anything about it because I don't know what Trump said or what Zelensky. Or what Putin said, and he was not impeached for that.
Amen. 70% of people. You said 50%, but 70% of people say the country is going in the wrong direction. Joe Biden
what are we talking
has
about?
a 32 or 35% approval rating. 73%. They talking about.
Hold on, what are we talking about?
No, wait.
No, I'm just trying to understand what's the discussion now. Are we still talking about impeachments? Are we still talking about electability? What are we actually talking about?
Yes. We are discussing electability.
All right, electability. So I'm clear. All right.
Like you said.
All right.
Now 73% of them don't want him to run. Don't want him to run.
Okay.
Now, I deal with dementia and Alzheimer's patients. I've taken care of one specifically, for a year and a half.
Okay.
Now, I can see. I can see he has an onset of dementia.
Okay.
But Everybody still trying to put him up and promote him to be president.
Okay,
when
can I
they know,
may I ask you a
when they
question?
know, when
May
they know,
I hold on?
when
May I
they
ask you a
know
question?
he's
May
a fit.
Ron? May I ask you a question? Can you see that Donald Trump has some of those same signs?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He doesn't.
No, he didn't.
So Obama is still the president.
No, man.
How many times have you heard Donald Trump talk about beating Obama in the election coming up? I've heard it at least 5. So is Obama still the president?
Because he does that. He's being cynical because he's saying that Joe Biden is getting his instruction from Obama.
How many? All right, you got me there. All right, it's not true, but you got me there. How many times have you heard Donald Trump say he was in a city that he wasn't in? I've heard it at least 5.
Oh man! Oh,
what?
No,
what? What?
I ain't never heard it.
You never heard it? But I know you be watching his speeches, bro. He do it all the time.
You know, I don't watch his speeches unless I catch him on the news, and unless he is giving one or some to interview. I don't watch his speeches,
bro.
I don't.
Ron. They are both. Yeah. They are both in cognitive decline. I don't think no reasonable person would listen to both of them speak and not be able to honestly say they're both in a state of cognitive decline. That's just the truth.
See, you always, play semantics with me.
That's not semantics. That's just honesty.
It's a trip. Because you trying to act like, Donald Trump is way better shape mentally and physically than Joe Biden, and you want to push it off on Trump, and it's a trip because Trump ain't gonna be president. Trump ain't gonna be president. Trump ain't gonna be. And October surprise is gonna come well before October because Joe Biden is not gonna be president. Joe Biden, I'll give him 3 to 6 months.
All right, so then why did you then just waste 28 minutes of my time if he ain't even going to be running? If neither of these guys are actually going to be running, why are we talking about them?
Because just in case they do. Just in case they do. Just in case I'm wrong. Yeah, I've been wrong before.
You're right.
But just in case I'm wrong.
Ron, look, I appreciate I'm up on the break.
Anybody else are gonna be ridiculous to try to sit here and say
I'm up on the break.
He's done.
I'm up against the break.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You do the same. All right. They are both in a state of cognitive decline. That's just the truth. They are. I don't even know that reasonable people can argue that. There's no argument to be made there. Both of them are. I agree. They both lied. They both made campaign promises that they didn't fulfill. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. I'm actually gonna kind of, all of the stuff about Hunter, that's Hunter stuff. That's Hunter stuff. And trying to hang Hunter stuff on on Joe Biden is like trying to hang Donald Trump Jr. stuff on Donald Trump. It's not fair. It's not fair. And if that's, you know what I'm saying, if that's all you got, then it's looking pretty good. Reasonably, to reasonable people, it's looking pretty good for Joe Biden. And I'm not saying vote for Joe Biden. I'm not telling anybody that. But again, the initial reason that he called in was, I'm looking at Joe Biden. I don't have a single issue with people saying Joe Biden has lied, because I'm certain he has. With saying the Biden administration has lied, I'm certain they have. With pointing out issues that Joe Biden has not completely solved in the nation. Is there still an issue with immigration? Sure. Is the economy perfect? Absolutely not. Did he forgive everybody's student loans? No, he didn't. Do people still have, all of that stuff? Yes. Problems still exist. He did not make America a utopia. I get it. And if that's what you was looking for with the president, then don't vote for anybody, because it's not going to happen. I understand all of that. Again, but for me, for right now, it doesn't look to me like Joe Biden is trying to undo our democracy. It doesn't look to me like Joe Biden and the people who are working with him and campaigning for him are trying to put people in places to undo the will of the voters. Like, I get the sense that if the election happens, right, and they count the votes, and whoever ends up running against Joe Biden gets more votes in the places where they have to get him, that whole electoral college, all that kind of stuff, and he honestly loses, I get the feeling that Joe Biden will say, look, we ran a good race. We didn't win. You know what I'm saying? The votes didn't come down the way we wanted them to come down. And, leave that good note for whoever the next incoming president is and step away peacefully. I get a simple feeling that that's what will happen. That he won't be making up stories of rigged elections and all that kind of stuff. But the Republicans are actually trying to put people in place who say, we will do everything in our power to undermine the election if it doesn't come down the way we want it to come down. That's not good. That's not good, y'all. That's the stuff I'm talking about. It's not just Trump himself. It's the people behind. When people call it a cult and all of that kind of stuff, that's the stuff they talking about. People who are openly saying, I want to be the Secretary of State so that I can make the decision about who wins. You're not supposed to make the decision. They're supposed to count the votes. You're supposed to make sure the vote count is fair and right. And then you're supposed to do your job and certify it. You're not in there to put your thumb on the scale for your dude. And that is the working sentiment in that portion of the Republican Party. That is doing away with our democracy. Believe it or not, that's the same type of stuff that they tell us that Putin does. That's why he gets like 99.8% of the vote. Nobody's going to honestly get 99.8% of the vote anywhere, damn near. He poisoning people trying to run against him and all that kind of stuff. And then he ends up getting 99% of the vote. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I won't vote for Trump. It ain't even that I don't like the dude and that he's clearly pathological in terms of lying. I'm even setting that aside. And that's a big something to set aside. When you can look at a man, you can see a man do something, hear a man say something, and then he can come and tell you, I never did that and I never said that. And you like, I just saw you do it and heard you say it. Nope, didn't do it, didn't say it. You're like, this dude is pathological. But I'm even putting that aside. Like, for real, put that aside. All of whatever your issues is personally with Donald Trump, personality-wise with Donald Trump, all of his policies and all that kind of stuff as he's in office, put all of that stuff aside. All of it. Give him a clean slate. Whatever the ideal candidate, the ideal president, whatever you believe to be the ideal person to run this country, put all of that in Trump. Except that person would do everything in his power to overthrow the government so that he could stay in power. Would you still vote for that person? I wouldn't. I would not. Yes, Janice, even if you like your dictator, look, I like my dictator. My dictator do everything I want to see done. I don't want a dictator. Even my dictator. You know what I'm saying? And why would you not want this guy as your dictator? Because he's a dictator, and that's not the government that we have set up here. So even if he's your perfect candidate, but you know, and again, if you're reasonable, you know that that's what that Trump wing of the Republican Party are trying to do. They're trying to look at the votes, say count the votes, and then if we win, that was a good election. And if we lose, well, we got a Secretary of State in place to not certify that and to say that we won. Who's voting for that person? A lot of y'all. Well, not maybe y'all, but there are a lot of people who are voting for that person. And that's why I won't vote for Trump. That's why Trump can't get my vote. Trump is good for business, but he's bad for America. Trump gave money to HBCUs, but he's bad for America. Trump deregulated and opened up the economy, but he's bad for America. I'm not even going to argue the merits of whatever it is that you think made him a great president. I'll give you that. That's why when Ron was talking about 5 lies, I'm like, I'll give you that because it's inconsequential. It's inconsequential. The stock market were great when Trump was in office, but he's bad for America. Whatever you say about him, good. I think that's trumped by him being bad for American democratic values. Period. So I wouldn't vote for him. If you want to say I'm on a plantation, that's fine. I'm on a plantation. But on my plantation, we don't like dictators. Nate, I see what you're saying. That they're, you can go point by point. I think for real, there's a time for that. But then there's also a time, and which is, of course, the point that I'm making is right here, right now. Because I'm not saying all of that stuff is so. But I'm saying, even if it were, the dude tried to dismantle the system so that he could win. And he's going to try to do it again. They'll never let him. They rushed in and to the best of their ability try to overthrow the government, y'all. That's why I would never vote for him. And Ron, you can say all of the stuff you want to say. But yo dude tried to overthrow the government, man. Democrats are bad. They don't have the best interests of the people. They just want to get rich and this and that, and they freaky and they like LGBT and they want drag queens to read to your kids and all that kind of stuff. They want everybody aborting their babies and say whatever you want to say, but they're not trying to overthrow the government. Ron says, and I guess Trump is trying to do that. Yes! Yes! That was the whole reason that I kept you on for as long as I did. Because yes! Trump is trying to do that. And all of this impeachment stuff that you see going on with Biden right now is a part of all of that. Because again, you know, the whole idea where there's smoke, there's fire, and all that kind of stuff. You should at least see something before you start trying to impeach somebody. How do you impeach somebody when you got absolutely nothing that they did wrong? You might not agree with, you know, that what Donald Trump did was worth the price of impeachment. But at least we know he actually did stuff. We don't know what he said to Zelensky. Yeah, we know exactly what he said. He said, read the transcript. He said that was what he said. Don't necessarily make it true because he said it and he's pathological in terms of his lying. But he said it. Twin.
What's up, E-Man?
How you doing, sir?
You want to go, you going to see that color purple?
No, hold on. But before you get your call started, I wanted to ask, did you ever check about the paternity leave at your job?
Oh, I forget. I sure forget.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, my baby mama was going through that postpartum stuff still, and then after that, you know that, how you say, what, preeclampsia, something like that?
What was it? No, what did you say?
You know that, you know when a girl goes through depression during pregnancy, it's called preeclampsia. I think I'm saying it right almost.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's almost like a depression.
Okay.
Mode. So she was going through that, and she gave birth last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God she will, because they came up with a level of shutting down and all type of stuff. A scare tactic type mode. And then she told me crying and all that. So, you know, my blood pressure shot up. I had to leave work. I shoot over there. I get her cousin, because she a real doctor.
Okay.
So I get her on there and I say, go get me a doctor. I'm tired of seeing y'all resident doctors and nurses, whatever y'all so-called say. I need a GI. Somebody know about this. So they brung in a GI, whatever they call. They brought him in. Say, you a doctor? Let me see your badge. So I looked at his badge. I said, I'm tired of these suits and everything else coming with this drama and every time out this. You go that. You shouldn't tell nobody stuff like that. I said, that's what happened to my daughter. But I don't dwell on man. You go give me 3 or 2 days to live. No, you're not going to tell me what you going to give me. It's up to God, man. I don't believe in this stuff. What man say. I believe in God. It's your time. It's your time for him to take it. So thank God, man, she doing okay. She called me. Sound like she was in good spirit and everything.
Good.
So that's what really thing. I called in and, Lake and Where your show, talk to my brothers and sisters or my kids, to keep my mind occupied. Otherwise, I'll go back and, I know what type of person I am. And I'm trying to, go away from that because I know how I get out and stuff. But me, I've been humble and stuff. Devil try to come at me, all type of ways. But, I've been humble and stuff. But right now, I'll be ready to snap on somebody for no reason. Like this lady who's in Kroger's today, said something, ridiculous and racist. But, I had to turn the other cheek. Like, you know what? I've been good all day. Even though the devil's in at my mind and everything, I've been good.
Good.
For the last couple of days, trying to focus on my shorty I just did and my other problems that I got going on. But, I had to, really fight, man.
Well,
because, she said the N-word, and I ain't, too much like it, but she thought I ain't catch. But
wait, who said?
Cool, though.
Oh, who said the N-word?
The white lady.
Oh.
She said it, but, I had to brush it off. It's cool. Because, I couldn't see it this week, but dumb, retarded white beat and went there with her. But, some things you got to just shake off. I don't know if it was, you could have been like an undercover worker and stuff, a little secret shopper, how they be sending people up in here and everything to throw me off my square. But, I had to brush it off. But, once you get around that corner off their premise, you can say whatever you want to say. Only thing you got is finish down police coming. That's it. But it is what it is. Amen.
Well, hold on, before you get to whatever it is, before you get to whatever it is you're about to say, I'm glad the child is doing well. I'm glad the mom is doing well, and I'm glad you are doing well. You say the devil trying to get to you, resist the devil, and then he'll flee.
Right.
All right. So
Right.
I'm glad everything working out.
Bible, huh?
What?
The Bible, huh? You know the Bible, huh?
I know 1 or 2 things about the Bible.
That's all right. As long as you know the Lord, it's all right.
Yeah.
Get you your promise, man, with his heaven. So worry about it and worry about it.
All right.
Amen.
Yes.
I don't. This vote gonna be shaky, man. I don't think it might not be in the presidential election for me. It's gonna be some gonna be in the game, man. They gonna come up with something. Joe Biden knows Trump got problems, and they tic tac back and forth. Well, okay. What about your paperwork, Trump? Your indictments, everything. Okay, I need y'all to build something up on him. He builds something up on him. Oh, they can't really touch him. They gonna go after his son. His son guilty and everything of all things. His son might take the route for his bitch. All right, Dad, I'll sit down and get for you or whatever. Joe know what's going on or whatever. Whether drug trade, whatever's going on, Joe know. But they try to get Joe so bad they can't touch the man. So they gonna give it to Hunter. Hunter want to go public with his travel. They said no, whatever the case may be, because he knows too much. He's a smart dude. He know they really want Joe though. Trump, man, he ain't no politician. He about money and business, man. That's all he about, man. He really don't know nothing because the man don't even know what city or state he in. And then you keep throwing shots and stuff. Keep saying Obama been gone, man. You took his chair out to him, and I thought you really go do. He did a little something. I think he cut a little taxes and everything else, try to make America great again, like he said he go do. But to each his own, man. To each his own. But I don't think it's probably gonna be an election problem in my eyes. And if I really want to vote, I wish they put Kanye West up in there. Can't get no dumber. It's a puppet show right now, right?
Well,
Right now, it's a puppet show.
I don't know
They
about
worry
that.
about the wall and everything else. They worry about the wall and everything else. The Mexicans been over here, man. What y'all gonna stop them now for? Ain't no need for stopping them Mexicans, man. They been fighting the Mexicans. If anything, y'all try to stop them when Haiti and all the Asians come over here, y'all stop them ASAP. You let the Mexicans been over there. They gotta put a roof over somebody's house or something. There ain't no need for stopping them Mexicans. They messed up over there. Y'all let everybody else in come. So why not let them up in there? You wasting money as it is. And everything. Sending money over there to Ukraine when you got people over here homeless. On Skid Row, Chicago, New York, Cincinnati, you name it. So America's stupid to me, man. I wish we can get that banana boat and go to Africa. I ain't never been, but I like to go since they talk about it. I want to see what's their life about. They only show the 2, 3 in the morning. They only show the poor side. They don't show the good side. Can you feed a kid for $1? Can you help the people over here for $1? Come on, man. It's crazy. You got the people over there showing the little kids. You know, I'm all for the kids, man, but you got kids over here now, man, get shot in the head for no reason by their grandma. But them kids over there, they want to show, but you can't show the kids over here that got shot. It's something up with that, man. Yeah, they going to hell. America's going to hell. It's almost over with, man. Because running out of money, got 99 problems. You can't say abroad is one because she ain't. It's the government here. That's how I look at it, man.
Okay.
It's great. Yeah, man. You got to come together as one. Other than that, just go be a war. Rumors of war. It's all in the Bible. The Revelation's really revealing this stuff how they getting down, man. Sad. All right, man. I'll keep listening to you. I can't understand Rod and TK. I don't know if they at the crib together, getting faded or whatever, but they was talking records, which I don't understand.
Hold on. May I ask you a question?
What's up?
And I'm not 100% sure, so it is a question. You said something along the lines of, Joe Biden's son, basically doing dirt, and you say, Joe Biden know all about it, and, probably got something to do with it, right?
They know about it. Man, had family together. Talk to each other, man. You know what was going on.
Well, I'm not. Can you 100% say that that's true, or even just because he knew what was going on, should he be held accountable for the actions of his son?
Yes. Hey, yeah, he can get held. Man, somebody got to get good tucking. The big man got to go get the little man. They try to get to the big man, but hey, you got to take one for the team. Dad, I got you. He go do it. Now the Trump boys, they ain't gonna turn on their dead. No, they might turn. I don't know. They might. It's a if. He dirty too, just like he said. That was a hit, man. When he said let's storm the Capitol, that was a hit. They was going really. If Nancy's in there, man, they was gonna tear that little thing up, tear her head off, just like they did her husband. If Nancy, they found Nancy in that off.
But twin,
that was a hit. What Trump did.
Twin,
that was that's like me. Hold on. That's like me sending the shorties that's underneath GD to go shoot the BD, the vice lords or something like that. Well, but that come out on me.
But twin,
huh?
When you were living a certain lifestyle, you did stuff wrong, right?
Well, I did it for a reason.
Well, it don't matter what the reason is. You did stuff. Would you say that your parents should have been held responsible?
No, every man held accountable for their own actions.
So then help me understand why you believe that Joe Biden should be held responsible because of the actions of his son.
Because he probably knew what was going on.
But wouldn't the argument be made that your parents knew what was going on?
No, I knew what was going on.
How did they not? You said your mama was the one who told you to stop living that life, which means she knew what was going on.
She knew I was selling in there hustling, selling drugs.
Right. So she knew what was going on. So shouldn't she be held responsible?
No. Now, if that would have got caught by me being a shorty, they would have said you held accountable for your son. By me being young age.
But what I'm saying is,
something like that.
But what I'm asking you, twin. But what I'm asking you is, I agree with you, but you're saying that Joe Biden should be held responsible for Hunter Biden, who was grown when he was doing dirt. But you're saying that the father should be held responsible for the dirt that his son did.
He knew what his son was doing.
And
man.
your mama knew what you were doing.
Well, you got a little point there. A little. She ain't know about the other situation. You know about the drug selling. But the gang banging and all that, she ain't know about that.
So she just thought you were independent out there selling drugs.
She knew I was selling drugs. I used to get her money. And she knew what that money, all that money wasn't coming from no work. Come on, man. Seeing them big face money kept sliding through. I'm going to turn it to God. I know this dirty money. Then last time she didn't take no. I'm not taking that devil's money. She ain't taking it.
But you still think that Joe Biden should be held responsible for what his son did?
Yeah. He knew what his son was doing.
Okay.
Anything else, E-Man, for
No,
your show?
nothing else. This what you said does not sound reasonable to me, but all right.
I know. Yeah, that's Emanuel talk. Don't nothing sound.
No, that's reasonable talk. You can't apply it to Joe and his son, but not apply it to you and your mama.
No, because she didn't know what I was doing.
You said you was giving her money. She knew where the money was coming from. You said that.
I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the game, baby.
It don't matter. The wrong is wrong. She knew you was doing wrong, and she took money from you doing wrong.
The baby's got to eat. What are you talking about?
Okay.
That kind of side won't get it. The baby got to eat too now.
Baby got to eat.
Then when you're around your peers and stuff, and you see them making them $50,000, man, hey, let me get in the game. Put me in the game.
Okay.
A part of life, man. The street life.
All right.
One, my sister wasn't be
I can barely understand what you're saying now.
I said my 10th one go be no hustle or whatever. Do this. I was going to school and doing other things, but when I got around certain people, seeing my cousins, brothers, and all them come up, hey, I'm jumping. What's up, man? I'm jumping on board. Man, how much you make? And I saw all that money. And my uncle man was rich and everything. I was like, man, I gotta be like this. Keep that. Can't work no 9 to 5 like this. I always kept a job though for my backup though.
And you say your son did some bad stuff too, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Should you be held responsible for that?
I feel guilty about it.
But should you be held responsible for it?
Every man held account for their own action. You get caught with that pack, that's on you.
So why is it not the same standard with the president and his son?
Hey, to each his own, man.
All right. All right.
All right, man. I'll holler.
All right. I appreciate the call. All right. One standard for you, another standard for me. And look, I don't know if Joe Biden was involved in the stuff that Hunter Biden admits that he was doing. Hunter Biden admits he was on drugs and he was doing illegal stuff. I get clearly he didn't pay taxes and all that kind of stuff. Hunter Biden admits all of that stuff. I don't understand why people think Joe Biden should be held accountable. It ain't like Hunter Biden was 16 when he was doing that stuff. He was a grown man. Hunter should be held responsible for his actions. But how you impeach the president because his son is on drugs? That's the only part that, I think, and I keep using this term today, most reasonable people. And one thing that, of course, I think we all learned, or we're learning if we haven't already learned, is that a lot of people ain't that reasonable. A lot of people ain't that reasonable. Key.
Hey, what's going on, Emanuel? How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
All right, just hanging in there, just checking out the show, listening to all the segments, you know.
All
Hello?
right. Yes.
Oh, okay, you got quiet on me.
Oh, I was just waiting. I know you got some good stuff to say.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for saying that. Hey, everybody in the chat. Yeah, you still talking about Hunter and them?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. I thought you was gonna switch it over because I was gonna switch over to something else.
All
But
right.
since
What you
we're
want to
talking
talk about,
this,
Key?
Something funny, because this been a long, drawn-out show with segments. You ain't never go to the commercial interlude where you were supposed to play music and stuff. So it's just been a serious show the whole time.
I was
So
up against the
that's
break.
why, when I call in, I'm goofy. I try to switch it up. But if you want to stay on that, this your show.
Well, no, what you want to talk about? This is our
support.
show. This is our
Okay.
show. What do you want to talk
Okay.
about?
Okay, well, I was gonna say, real quick about the 100 thing. How long ago was it that he was doing drugs?
I don't know exactly how long ago it was. I mean, I can't really tell you the time frame. I know for some of that time, of course, Joe Biden was in the Senate. He was vice president, and for all we know, he might have done some drugs last night. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, 'cause I know. Hey, Anthony, my old show, y'all. Hey, everybody in the chat. I was gonna say, I didn't know they still, 'cause I seen on the video when they were showing, on the news station or whatever. He talking about he was smoking crack and all of that stuff. I didn't know they still made crack.
Well,
I thought the thing now was heroin and cocaine and all of that, fentanyl and all that. I didn't know they still made crack.
I'm pretty sure people still make crack.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yes.
Because I don't hear it as, all you hear is fentanyl.
Yeah,
and heroin overdoses and the Narcan and all that, but you don't hear nobody talking about crack. So that's what I was saying, how long ago was this?
I'm pretty sure you could go out and get you some crack tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, not me.
Well, I'm
not doing that stuff.
I'm just saying, if
okay.
somebody
Hey,
wanted
Ms.
to.
Brenda Early. Twin, tell Twin, keep your head up, stay positive. And then also, Twin, I don't know if your woman is still in the hospital or if she got insurance, but I thought the hospitals used to have, with your insurance, a nurse can come and visit her and the baby and check on her, and then also if she need other services, they can check on her as well for that. So check into that too, as well as like Emanuel was saying, the paternity thing for time off for dads, because they just started that.
I think the paternity boat has sailed.
Oh, you think he ain't gonna do it?
I think it might be a little late to now.
Paternity,
you know what I'm saying? Your
that?
child was born a week ago, and now you coming to me talking about paternity leave.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Twin, forgive me. That's what I meant. When he can have time off.
Right, that's paternity leave. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I was talking about paternity test.
No.
I'm saying get me in trouble with Twin.
No. I'm saying I could be wrong. He should still check on it.
No,
but
yeah, I've heard of that.
There's a really good chance that,
but like you say, it depends on your job.
that baby was born about a week ago. So to come out and be like, my baby was born last week. Now I'm asking about paternity leave.
Because he could say I didn't know. He could say I didn't know. That was a thing until somebody told me that. So I'm just saying, if I can take off.
He should still check, but I don't know.
No, I wouldn't give. I would say I didn't know about it. So if you are offered that, I would like to take that time. He can do that.
He should still check, but I don't. I mean, I don't know what the time limit is. What I'm saying, you're like, hey, my kid is 2, and I never took that paternity leave. Can I get that paternity leave? They might be like, you're a little late.
We ain't talking about no 2 years. Man,
I'm just saying. It's got to be a cutoff. I don't know when it is.
I know, but it shouldn't be no week, though.
All right.
I hear you with the 2 years old and 5 years old still breastfeeding and all of that. That's what people do or whatever, but that's their prerogative. But, yep. What about what you doing for Christmas?
Probably hanging out with the family.
Oh, okay. Now, what about, you was talking about Coney Island closing, so you taking the grandbaby to Nights of Lights, you going to drive through there and let her see that?
No.
For one last hurrah?
No.
Why not?
We did the Festival of Lights.
I did in the summer. I was listening.
No. We did the Festival of Lights at the zoo. She
I know, but
enjoyed
you
it.
don't want to take her to Kings Island for theirs, so why don't you take her to Coney Island?
I don't know that I'm necessarily down with just driving through looking at lights. I'm not going to pay to do
She might be
that.
down with it.
I'm not going to pay to do that.
Okay, but
That
when
feels
Queen
boring to
talk,
me.
Huh?
That feels boring to me.
But it might be fun for her, though. You got to think you're doing it for her, not for you.
It might be, but I get a feeling she like a lot of the stuff that I think she would like. And so I don't think she would like it. So I'm probably right.
Yeah, she'll like it.
She'll get up in that car seat. She'll look at a few lights. And by the time we, 5 minutes in, she'll be asleep. And then I'll just be mad. Driving. Mad.
Why?
Waking her up. Wake up. Look at the lights. Wake up. Look at the lights. Why are we in here? Wake up. Look, lights. Wake up. She'll be asleep. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the whole point is you spending time with her, so it don't
It
matter.
don't. If she sleep, it don't matter.
You a mess. Let's still spending time with her.
I'm telling you, she'll fall asleep.
Okay. All right, what else we can talk about? Let me see. Anybody got any suggestions? Because I can't think of nothing that's going on in the news. What they keep talking about, the lady and her that shot her granddaughter.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What about that? Do you watch baseball?
Not really.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, they talking about some guy that got like a $700 million.
Yeah, I don't really watch
about
baseball.
that?
Baseball boring as hell.
Okay. Okay, well, I ain't got nothing else.
All right.
Talk about. Ain't nothing else going on. I'm trying to think what else going on all the time. Oh, what about I know you don't like this, Mr. Lincoln. He going to see The Color Purple today at the Esquire. You gonna be up there?
No.
I know you said you don't like the. When you say he go to sleep, why you tell me go to sleep?
I don't know.
Twin. Oh, I guess 'cause my voice. That's my voice, twin. I can't do nothing about it. It sounds like that all day long. Let's see. We say stop all the time, twin.
But no, I'm not. I'm not going to see The Color Purple.
You ain't gonna go up there and meet Mr. Lincoln in the parking lot?
No.
Okay, you ain't gonna give him a ride?
No.
Okay.
But I will say this: I called Lincoln's show today. I like to pick.
you.
I like to pick with Lincoln Ware, but everything
know
I
you
said
do.
was true.
You like to pick with me too.
Everything I said was true. They did order jackets. Lincoln was the program director. While he says, well, Cheryl Love was the one who actually ordered the jackets. She may have been the one who put in the order, but he gave her the names of the people. And everybody on staff got a jacket except me. Everybody got a jacket except me.
Oh, how long ago was this? What year was it?
I don't know. It was in the 2000s.
Okay, but then why didn't you show him with your skills of making stuff and make your own jacket?
Well, I wasn't making stuff back then. But yeah, everybody got a jacket, and they were nice jackets. Everybody but me. And he had a housewarming party, and he invited people from the station, and everybody got invited except me. And they came to, oh, Lincoln House is so nice, and this, and that. I wasn't upset by it because he got a right to invite whoever he wants to invite. But everything I said was true.
Now look, was this before or after? Remember, wasn't y'all in the fisticuffs one time where either he was about to hit you in your mouth or something like that for something you said? Well, now was this before or after that?
The jacket thing was well before.
Okay.
And the housewarming was after.
Okay, now tell the story for people that don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, there's been a number of stories where, Lincoln and I almost came to blows. Usually he at his, provoking.
That ain't telling the story. Like telling in your own way.
It's a lot of different.
Look, do the Mr. Lincoln voice.
It's a number.
I can't do it like you. Do his voice. Do a skit real quick.
There are a number of different stories, and I didn't really want to get into it. I just kind of wanted to pick with him that day. Oh, also, it is true that when he was driving the church bus, he was giving people the finger. He told me that. I didn't make that up. He said it.
You a mess.
What? I'm not the mess. He the one told me that he gave someone the finger while driving the church van. Which don't seem like the best representation for the church.
What did you say? You said tell the caller who cussed Lincoln out. Oh, what about that one guy? Then you say a man used to call and leave messages for him on the. Do he still call there?
I asked Lincoln Ware if that guy still calls, and Lincoln
Okay,
says yes, he does
well,
still
I don't
call.
want to ask him because I don't want him to be mad at me for bringing it up.
Well, he says yes, that guy does still call him like every day, and the message always start out, "Hey, Lincoln, you dumb motherfucker," and that's how the message starts every time.
Y'all sure that ain't Omar?
No, it's not Omar.
Oh, okay.
It's some guy. I think he out of Chicago. He listens to the Lincoln Ware show out of Chicago, and he calls Lincoln Ware and cusses him out on his voicemail, just like throughout the show. So like he's doing it in real time. He's listening to the show. Like I could imagine today, he called Lincoln while Lincoln was on the air, and he said, "Hey, Lincoln, you dumb motherfucker. Why would you want to be a motherfucking slave, you stupid motherfucker?" You know what I'm saying? And he goes completely off, like in real time.
Oh, that's a mess. Yeah, somebody was saying something about Mr. V. Yeah, I remember. Remember, he used to like these are the foods you need to eat and all that. Have you heard from him or heard?
I have
about
not
him?
heard from Reverend Shannon or
is that who that is?
Yeah, anything like that. I have not.
Oh, okay. And what about Fame? Where was he at this whole time?
I don't know. He said he back. I don't know where he is.
Know,
He
but
didn't say where he was.
explain.
I mean, clearly he wasn't dead, which I feared he might have been. So
I know. I thought
don't
so
know.
too when Wyatt was asking like where is he at
Yeah.
on his channel it seemed like it was about a month ago. I was like, oh man, is he okay? But he never said like, oh, this was going on. I guess he don't want to go into detail what was going on.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. What about Wyatt? He doing okay? Have you talked to him?
I haven't. I mean, I talked to him before he flew out.
Trying to give him his space.
To before he flew out. I haven't talked to him since he's been back. I may give him a call, but I try to give people space because that's a very personal thing,
right.
and you don't want to be. I remember when my mom passed. And for a minute everybody was, oh, sorry, and I was like, oh, I'm just tired of hearing from people. I just need some time and let me process without the well wishes and all that kind of stuff. Just leave me alone. So I try to give people space.
Oh, okay. I was just checking because I had watched his last video that he made when he was telling people, and I couldn't get through it without crying with him, so I couldn't watch it all.
But I'll probably reach out to him one day next week, just because, especially if he hasn't gone back on air, just reach out to him, just let him know, bro, thinking about you, whatever,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. All righty. Well, yeah, I'm just calling in to say, hey, just giving support, saying, hey, everybody in the chat. That's it. That's all I
All right.
had to say, and just give you some positive energy to Twin and all that other stuff.
All right.
See if I can make some people laugh.
Key, we appreciate you.
All righty. I appreciate you. Everybody like, subscribe. Hopefully, Emanuel, sometime in 2024, put the titles on the videos so we can go back and watch these and have a good laugh.
Yes.
We'll see.
Yes.
I know. You probably ain't even making shirts no more, is you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, is you?
Yeah, I got actually, I think 2 jobs right now up on the press.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
yeah.
Well, go ahead with it. Okay. All right. Have a good one. I'll talk to you.
All right, you do the same.
All right. Bye.
All right. Yeah, I had a couple jobs up on the press. I'm about to buy a new press because my press I bought it used, so it's an older press and it's used. I actually just had to order 2 parts, which is why there are 2 jobs on the press right now, because I had to order some parts. I need to fix 2 of my I call them my lifts. I need to fix 2 of my lifts, or my arms, whatever. But I'm gonna buy a new one probably in February at the latest. I'm gonna buy a new one. Myosha says, you forever buying used stuff. I don't have no problem with used stuff as long as it works. I bought the press, the dryer, the flash dryer, and a few other little pieces a few years ago. Total for, I think, less than $1,000. Less than $1,000. So it's been working for me for a few years. The dryer still works perfectly. I could not buy that dryer for probably under $2,500 right now. And I got that, the press, and the flash dryer, and some other stuff. So, yeah, that was a great deal. That was a great deal. Now, this new press is going to be a few $1,000s. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to upgrade sometimes. And sometimes you got to buy new. And this will be one of those times. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, that press, yeah, it's well, Myosha says, you never buy anything used if it's for making money. Now, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. Caller.
It's Jason.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? I'll tell you why Joe Biden should be held accountable for his son's actions.
All right.
Mr. Crime Bill himself shouldn't be having no kids that is doing that stuff. And if he knew his kid was out there breaking the law, he should have been telling on him. He didn't have no problem with everybody else's kid going to jail. He should be in there with him.
That's weak, man.
Huh?
That's weak.
Not elite.
No, I said that's weak.
Elite.
It's weak.
Oh, weak. I don't like that.
So you
That's not weak.
hold on. So you believe that parents of grown people should be held?
Of the parent who wrote the crime bill and was happy and talking about that was one of his greatest accomplishments should be held accountable for what his grown son did because you paraded that around.
No, his son. See, that would be the irony, that his son would be held accountable because he was so tough on crime. Now let's be that tough on your son. But the idea that because you believe in being tough on crime and your grown child commits crime, we gonna hold you responsible, that don't make sense.
Yeah, him, yeah.
No, it don't make sense.
Because you knew. No, he knew. He didn't turn his son in. You knew he was out there tooting snow and popping pills and doing all kind of illegal shit, and you ain't turning him in, Mr. Crime Bill. You should be impeached. You don't stand on your own principles.
Do you know what? Well, I want to say this the best way. What a person should be impeached for?
Why or what?
What?
I don't know what they.
That's supposed to be for
teacher's job.
for high crimes and misdemeanors while in office. Like you don't look at Donald Trump in office and say, well, but back in 1995, you discriminated against some people, so we're going to impeach you for what happened in 1995 before you were in office. That's like not the way it works.
It's like the police. You held to a higher standard.
But that's not the way that works. You don't impeach a president for something that he did before he was the president. You don't impeach him from the presidency.
Man, they hit niggas with RICO all the time. Why not?
It's not the same.
We just gonna go backwards.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. I'm using the same logic they be using.
That's bad logic. That's what I'm saying. It's bad logic.
Us, so it can work against him. He condoned this behavior with that shit crime bill.
I'm not making no excuses for that. I'm not making no excuses, but I'm saying, how do you say to me, hear what you're saying? Because yesterday, like now you're a walking contradiction. Yesterday you said you don't convict somebody of a crime because of something that happened in the past. But today you saying, yeah, you convict somebody and kick them out of office for something that their grown child did in the past. I don't know that you
Right.
can, logically, you can't have it both ways.
Yes, I can.
Not logically.
Different circumstances.
That would be your feelings, but that wouldn't be logic.
Not my feelings.
100% your feelings.
Stand on his he got to stand on his ideals. He should have turned the boy in, got him some help.
That you are 100% talking about your feelings.
I am not.
100%.
Hell, I didn't say the crime bill affected me.
But you're talking about your feelings about the crime bill, and that's why you would even go against the logic that you argued so vehemently for yesterday. You're against your own logic.
That was
That was
Brent from Dallas calling twice.
No, that was you. You are arguing against your own logic because of how you feel about the crime bill. That's 100% feelings.
I just feel that if you're gonna be super pro law and people should go to jail when they violate the law, you should have been turning the boy in.
Look, and you just admitted it. The first 3 words that you said. The first 3 words. What was the first 3? Hold on.
No, I want to go back to that.
What were the first 3 words that you just said?
Right.
I just feel like if, exactly, we talking about your feelings, and you can't argue somebody's feelings.
Nothing about my feces.
You said, I just feel like,
my valid opinion.
I just feel like he should be held responsible because of the crime bill. And I agree that you feel that way.
Okay. All right, you got me. I misspoke. So I have to stick to my words because they recorded and they're in this on record now. So I got to stick with them. I was just throwing the alternate out there on why people might be mad at Joe Biden.
There's a lot of reasons to be mad at Joe
You
Biden.
got it down.
It's a lot of reasons to be
like
mad
my
at Joe Biden.
$20,000 I didn't get. I was looking forward to that student loan forgiveness.
I don't know what to tell
If
you.
you remember, he said, "Are you really a real nigga if you don't vote for Joe Biden?" So I voted for Joe Biden, and I ain't get my $20,000.
I don't know if that's a direct quote, but
I recall that's what he said. He said it right there on CNN.
Oh.
That's all I had.
All right, Jason. I appreciate your call. All right. All right, y'all. My time is up. Y'all done kept me late again. But I got to get out of here. I plan on seeing y'all tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I might even be early tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I don't know that there's anything else that need to be said. If all hearts and minds are clear, everybody stand up. You know, they used to do that in church. If you are out and about tonight, do me a favor. You be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all.